Hello. We are addressing today the question of, is it a good time to consider buying a home? Is it a good time to buy? There's an old joke that says, when's the best time to buy a home? And the answer, of course, is 10 years ago or 30 years ago, because prices have gone up a ton since then. Well, when's the second best time to buy a home? And the answer is today. So that's what we're going to talk about. Why is today a good time to consider buying a home? So let's talk about today. What's going on in the market? I'm going to make this very short and sweet. We are shifting from a seller's market into a neutral market, which will shift into a buyer's market. That's a principle of supply and demand, and it just means previously there were very few homes on the market and a whole bunch of buyers. And now there are fewer buyers and more homes coming on the market. Supply and demand is pushing prices down on homes and giving buyers a little bit more negotiation power. So that's what's going on today. Is today a good time for buyers to think about buying? Yes, there are some benefits, definite benefits to this kind of market. One, leverage. Because of supply and demand and downward prices, buyers have an opportunity to negotiate on price a little bit more, to ask for closing costs, which they haven't been able to do for a long time, maybe buy down your rates, and free up some of that cash by getting those closing costs from the seller. Additionally, prices are continuing to come down, so you're not paying the premium price that homes were at 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. That's an opportunity. Thirdly, you've got some options in the market because of an increased inventory and fewer buyers, more homes that you can look at that may be a good option for you. Maybe you get to pick the neighborhood that you want to be in. And lastly, rates. Even though rates have gone up pretty significantly in the last 3 to 6 months, historically, they're still relatively low when you look at the grand scheme of where rates have been. So those are some of the benefits of this current market. What are the risk factors? One, prices. It's a benefit, prices have come down. It's a risk that they are going to continue to come down. We don't know for how long, and we don't know how much. We just know that that's the trend of the market right now. Additionally, rates. Benefit and risk. The risk to rates is they're about twice what they were 3 to 6 to 9 months ago. And so for some people, affordability, that's pushed them out of the homes that they're looking for. So that's a current risk in the market. So is there a way to manage those risks to take advantage of the benefits of the current market? Absolutely. Two things. Looking at the market over time and seeing your purchase as an investment in an asset as opposed to just, hey, I want to buy a home for a moment. That's one. And the second is affordability. So if we look at the market over time, it appreciates at about 4% per year. Now, it's not a straight line. It goes up and down and has high points and low points. If you're in a position where you might need to sell your home, you have a job maybe 6 months, 12 months from now that could say, hey, it's time for you to move, and you know you would need to sell, it's probably not a wise time for you to think about buying your home because of what prices are doing right now. Historically, we say, hey, if you feel confident, 3 years you can live in a home, it's probably a pretty good idea to consider home ownership investment. I would say in this current market with downward prices, I'd feel a lot more comfortable if you knew, hey, for 5 years, we could hold on to this home if we needed to. That helps manage the risk of what's going on with prices because we know historically the market's going to balance and then it's going to begin its appreciation upward again. Secondly, affordability. With rates higher, that's relevant. The most relevant factor is for you to look at what your monthly payments would be and ask the question, can I afford those payments? And if the answer is yes, and you know you can hold your home over time, then it is a great time to buy in this market. Now, some buyers will say, wait, Andrew, if prices are continuing to go down, let's wait and time the market for it to get to its bottom. That makes the most sense. Well, if I were to bring my finger down along the screen and say, hey, tell me when I shift my finger upward, I already did. And when you would pinpoint and say, right now, it would already be swinging back up and the pressure of the market would be shifting. More buyers would be entering the table. Prices would begin escalating. Leverage for buyers is lost, not being able to ask for those closing costs, multiple offers, and it's much harder to buy and to have the opportunity to choose the home they really want. So this is a great opportunity for you as a buyer to have leverage in negotiations with sellers and to find a home that you really like. If you feel confident that you could hold that home, own that home for 5 years or more, and you know you can afford those monthly payments, even if they're stretching, but you can afford them, good news is you may have a great opportunity to refinance them next year. Rates are projected by the end of 2022 or 2023 to be back in the fours potentially. which will affect and potentially shift the market again and create opportunity for refinancing to capitalize on better monthly payments. So if you're watching this and you're considering buying a home, I have 3 recommendations for you, 3 applications to what we just talked about. Number 1, reach out to me to see if we can schedule a free buyer consultation strategy session. We look at your needs, we look at your wants, we look at the market, we look at what's going on, we put it all together and we say, hey, we could actually start looking now, and this is what that would look like. Or, hey, here's 2 or 3 things you should think about over the next year to help you really get ready to purchase a home. I'd love to strategize with you. Please reach out to me about that. Second, if you want to see what you qualify for, I can connect you to one of my preferred lender partners who does an incredible job, and they have some great programs for you, even some programs that are only available to Keller Williams agents. I can get you access to some great programs. So reach out, connect you to a lender, see what you qualify for, and see if you're comfortable with what those payments would look like. Last thing, it's not on my website yet. It may be when you're watching this video, but I'm going to make a follow-up video called The Magical Piggy Bank. And it's about understanding the power of homeownership for your wealth development. We'll talk about mortgage amortization tables. We'll talk about debt pay down over time and how that compounds with home appreciation over time to make a really powerful wealth development strategy. And if a person just is renting, and a person considers homeownership, it can make some really profound differences for long-term wealth development. Would love to help you understand that. So either watch that video, or if it's not on the website yet, reach out to me and we can do a consultation about that. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Have a really great day. Is it a good time to buy in the market? It could be a great window of opportunity if you've been waiting to buy a home. Look forward to talking to you more about that.